subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
We are back up, ladies and gentlemen. We back live with it. We're back live with it, ladies and gentlemen. We are back live. What's going on? Waiting on everybody to get up in the spot. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody fall back through and chop it up. And by the way, everybody should follow my YouTube channel, which is Tariq Radio. That is my YouTube channel. Tariq Radio is my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. So let everybody know that we are indeed live right now. Let everybody know that we're indeed live now. Give me a nice share. Share this. Is that Diana?
Yes, it's me.
Hey, what's going on, Diana?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you all. See good. What's going on, Diana? How can I help you, dear?
Yeah. I just decided to come on here to see, I guess what I recently saw your your recent video on YouTube about like the, I guess, tethers that were coming at you. Now, I don't agree with everything that you say, but I do agree with you in the sense that it really doesn't make any sense for Black Americans to be calling themselves Africans. So, like, I mean, if you haven't been in a piece of land for such a long time, you're not really from that land anymore. So I can kind of see where it's coming from.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We're really acknowledging our foundational status here on this land, and people seem to have a very big problem about it. And they're trying to redefine us and tell us who we are as far as our lineage, and we're saying no. We don't want any outsiders trying to redefine who we are. Now, Diane, where are you from, by the way? Where's your family from?
Oh, I'm Nigerian.
No, okay. Yeah, so, that's what it is. But thank you so much, Diane. All right, let's get Odam, Florida. Oh, I think I took out the wrong person. My bad, Odam, Florida. I'll get you back up, brother. I didn't mean to get you out. My bad. Did not mean to take you out of here. We'll get you back in a second. But everybody give us a share. Everybody give us a nice share, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, all right. Is that what's your name? Makaza?
Yeah, Makaza.
Michael.
Yeah, peace. Yo, so yeah, I watched the video she was talking about, and then when you was roasting that the $5 Indian, and somebody else brought up Virginia, but I wanted to point out, like, you had tribes like the Wampanoag, Narragansett, all of those tribes, because they had a documentary on the Narragansett, and they was talking about how they was written off, they was Indians, but they was written off as Negro. Right. So it wasn't just Virginia, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's all I wanted to touch on.
Yeah, very good point. Yeah, we're trying to tell that Miss Piggy chick about that, but they tried to do the whole I'm white and I say so. And we're pointing out over and over again how different Native American tribes were reclassified as Negro. This is a fact. And if they start babbling, they're just babbling to deflect from the fact. There's a lot of books on this. There's a lot of well-documented resources on this. There was a guy, Jack Forbes, wrote a book about Africans and Native Americans. He talked about how in several instances, they just came over here and reclassified many Native tribes as Negro. That's a fact. That is a fact. All right. And that's the thing. A lot of times, man, we got to understand a lot of these people, man, when you try to, sometimes you got to get a little rowdy on these spots because a lot of people are not really arguing in good faith. What's up, Sister Wani? Yeah, a lot of people are not arguing in good faith. They're just really arguing for attention. They're just literally saying shit. I call it just say shitism. You're just saying stuff for attention. VR, is that your name, sir?
Yeah, what's up, Rick? This is Vibe on Twitter, brother. What's going on, my man?
Hey, brother, how are you, sir?
Doing good, man. I'm glad you on TikTok. I know that mute button don't really be working like that because they just be babbling.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Hey, yesterday I see your Twitter, your space on TikTok. I'm like, man, because that mute button be coming in handy. On
Yeah,
Twitter,
yeah,
but right here they just be babbling all day.
yeah.
So
They try
yeah, I
to, yeah,
appreciate you, brother,
respect, man. Yeah, yeah.
for sure.
That's what the tethers do. That what the tethers do. They like to just lie and then start babbling over their lies so you can't debunk them. See, that's a tether tactic. They'll just start lying, and then when you're trying to correct their lies or get them to elaborate on their lies and you make them tell the truth, they just start babbling. Well, no, 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 you hate us. You call me a Buddhist scratcher. And they start. Look, there's a lot of people just now, today, they just got a whole bunch of spaces lying their asses off. That's a tether tactic. Because I've been spanking people on here. A lot of people have been taking L's coming up here. They've been taking L's and it's really bothering them. So they just start making little trauma spaces where they just sit up and lie. Tariq is a criminal. He used to murder people. They're just saying anything. That's pathetic. Don't yeah, every space is about me. That's pathetic. And I'm flattered, but damn, it's kind of pathetic to hear. I heard one dude in one space talking about how this FBA is going to cause mental anguish. I'm like, okay, yeah, damn, okay, this is bad. This was like delineation is really messing with them. They're really trying to cope. What's wrong with these people? These people are obsessed. There's some Mexicans talking about me. Tariq, he's not giving it real. They got a Mexicans talking. I saw a little. I hopped in there messing with them. Tariq, I took a debate. I took a debate with Tariq. Tariq can embarrass me, man. I'm like, okay. Yeah, the Mexicans are man. Where are those Mexicans? They were up here trying to talk slick about black people, talking about we don't have any foods. I want them to come up here. Y'all come up here talking that nonsense. They were here talking about we ain't got no foods and we didn't build nothing. I want them to come up in here. Yeah, come on up in here. Because that one dude who came up tried to lie about Vicente Guerrero, and everybody in the chat checked him and fact checked what I said and just debunked him very easily. You know? Yeah, y'all not gonna do that. We do scholarship here. And we can get down and roast. You're talking about we ain't got no food. Are you insane? Come on now, y'all get up in here with that. Let's hear that up in here. We in here. Y'all give us a share. Yes, indeed. So let me let some more folks up in here. Oh yeah, damn Florida. Hop on, damn Florida.
Yeah, Tariq, that's what I was going to say. We were just on that panel together with the little Mexican that was like,
Oh,
oh, I won the debate. I'm like, you did not win the debate. What are you talking about? It's not just the Africans, the Mexicans be out there coming for our throats, the Latinos. I'm so tired of them, and I'm glad we're all holding them to account. But he was on there tripping, talking crazy to both of us.
yes, ma'am. Oh yeah, what they do? They just start lying. They get whooped. And I won. No, you didn't. It's just you get embarrassed and then pretend you won. You know, they got spanked. Yeah, a lot of these people, man, they just stay in these spaces talking greasy about foundational Black Americans and just denigrating our lineage. That's a thing on here. All right, let's get Verdian or Verdine. Verdian?
Yes. How you doing?
I'm good. You Cape Verdean, right?
Yes,
Yes, indeed. What's on your mind, brother?
West Africa. I wanted to ask you, are you afraid of African potential?
Which is what?
Like, we Africa it will be a very powerful continent. You know, in the future, are you afraid it's going to overshadow the Black Americans, or does that ever cross your mind?
Why would that be a fear for me or any other foundation of Black American?
Because you guys had a big influence on the world for a long time. But you think with Africa rising, is going to diminish that, or is going to be more powerful?
Why would you think we would have a problem with that?
I mean, that's what the energy is given. That's the sentiment on the Africans coming over here taking your jobs.
What
The
jobs?
politics.
What jobs are you taking?
That's what the FBA say. That's
Okay,
your
I'm a foundational Black American, and I'm asking you, what job are you taking?
That's what y'all say. Y'all say the in
Okay,
the
I'm not
government
saying
in
that. I'm not
politics.
saying that. I'm not saying that. So I'm asking you, what job are you taking?
I'm saying that we're not. So that I don't know what's the
So
problem
what are you
is with.
talking about? I don't say that. What, Uber? I don't want no Uber. I don't Uber. That's not a flex. We're not worried about you coming over here driving Uber. We don't care. I don't know where y'all
They
got.
do.
That's
No,
something
they,
that you tell
they
yourselves. I think y'all tell yourselves that to make yourself feel like you doing something. I don't say that. We don't. Y'all come here drive Uber, bro. Y'all come here and drive Uber and cabs. We're not tripping on that.
Then
So
why they so
I don't
worried
know where that
about
talking
us?
point. I ain't never said that.
That's what that's a talking point of a lot of FBAs. They,
It's
they
43
say
million. It's 43
they
million
say they
foundational
need
Black
to be
Americans.
sent back because they taking all this stuff. So
And you're
not only
Cape
you,
Verdean, brother. What y'all got in Cape Verde?
we got we got a lot of stuff.
Nothing, sir. There was no such thing as a Cape Verdean before 1460.
But
Cape
we
Verdeans didn't exist. Nobody was on that island. Nobody. It was empty. It was an empty island before 1460. So y'all knew booty. Y'all knew booty just like everybody else, sir. I mean, you're not doing anything. And
we are though. We are. And I
what are you
feel like
doing, sir? What are you doing?
so why so I want to ask you, you
Okay, I'm
always
asking you. What are you doing? Okay, You just called me saying that are we intimidated about your potential to do all these great things? Okay, like what, sir? Go ahead.
like innovation,
What are your innovations? What are your innovations?
develop is coming. Like I know you know it's coming because you're always in
Okay, what
Africa.
is it? Shit, tell me. I'm asking
Because
you.
you do business with African people, right? So you know what was going on. So
What is it? What's coming?
everything,
Like what?
that we will be like the next United States or China. Like
Brother,
that.
you're giving me the next script for Black Panther 2. You're telling me about Wakanda Part 3. You're not telling me anything. You're just giving me fantasy talk. You're giving me Akon City talk. What do you got going, sir?
But why are you always in Africa though? If you don't, if you
Why am
tell
I
me,
what? Why am I what?
why do you always go to Africa? Why you always in there? Why you always there?
I don't always go. I go every blue moon, but I don't always go.
So you telling the FBAs to stay away from Africa, but you are joining
I've
Africa.
never said stay away from Africa. Why are you lying, sir? Don't do that. Why are you? I've never said stay away from Africa. Why are you lying?
But that's what they understand. That's what
Who
how they
they?
take it.
Who?
The FBAs they
There's
take it as
43
you would
million.
never
There's
go to
43
Africa.
million. There's 43 million. I cannot keep account of 43 million people, sir. How am I? I don't have a database of what 43 million people say.
But you know how they are. They come up here and
There's
talk
there's
crazy.
foundational Black Americans who's business owners. There's foundational Black Americans who's homeless. There's foundational Black Americans who's Christians. There's foundational Black Americans who's Muslim. We have all different walks of life. Whatever somebody said to you, I don't know. You have to ask them.
So would you be interested on teaching your fellow Black American people like about the opportunity they can have with Africa, with being connected with Africa?
Like what? What is it? What? You
So
tell
so
me
you
because you haven't articulated it.
so you have so you have
Come
yes.
on.
So do you want to delineate from the heritage? Also, you want to
Brother, why
delineate.
can't you tell me all this stuff y'all about to have popping? You saying we need to hook up with y'all because y'all about to get it popping. Okay, hey, let me know. I would like to be a part of it. So what y'all about to get popping?
So what kind of business do you do with Africa? With
Do,
Africa, like the last live you said you do business with African people. So what kind of business do you do with them?
well, they're usually over here with me. They do stuff with me here.
But you can't do that. You cannot like there's a narrative that you are putting out there to for black people to separate from Africa as a whole, and that's not
You
good.
separated from Africa. You ain't in Africa, nor are you in Cape Verde. You're not. You separated from Africa, sir. You're not even over there.
Still, like that's beside the point. But I'm
No, it ain't
still
besides the point. How y'all
I'm,
be
I'm
telling
I'm
us,
still thinking about
no,
the
no,
continent.
no, no. How y'all tell us we got to do all this for Africa and your ass ain't there?
I'm not saying doing for Africa. I'm just saying like your mindset. You don't gotta move to
Okay.
Africa,
Okay.
but just have the
Thank you.
positive.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good freaking grief. These people want us to put the cape on for Africa because they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. That's why he can't articulate anything. Are you upset? Are you envious of what's going to happen with Africa? We're going to get it popping. Okay. What you about to get popping? You'll see. Okay. What are you about to get popping? A whole lot of stuff. You can't even articulate it, sir. Good grief. John Doe, what's up, player?
How you doing, Tariq?
I'm good, man. How are you, brother?
I'm good. I just had a question.
Yeah.
Um, I was in a space earlier, and they were basically just trying to say that FBA could never be our like actual ethnicity, like on paper or anything like that, because it's trademarked. And I was basically, my response to them was, FBA more than anything is more so a description of a lineage. It's just another way to say African
Okay, just
American.
listen, because these people are trolling and wasting time. Listen, at the trademark, these are people who don't understand trademarks. They don't understand copyrights. They're not bright people. At the trademark office, you can't trademark a lineage. You can trademark products and services. Okay, I'm talking. Let me talk to the family here. Do y'all understand that? Let's take it slow with the family. Oh, and thank you, John Doe. There's a lot of noise in the back. Thank you. I'm gonna slow walk this thing so y'all don't get caught up in these bad faith arguments. Okay, family, let me talk to the family and just make it real plain. When you trademark something, family, do y'all understand you can trademark products and services? Does that make sense? There's options of what you can trademark. And generally they fall under products and services. Okay, we on the same page? We're on the same page, right? We're on the same page. Products and services. Lineage is not an option. You can't trademark the lineage per se. You can't trademark a lineage is not an option because that's not a product and it's not a service. Are we here? We good? Do I need to slow down and okay, we good. We there? Products and services. Okay. So whatever the products and services are named, it can be trademarked no matter what it is, even if it's the name of a lineage or the name of a nationality. That's why products with the name African American, there's about 2,000 trademarks. Products with the name Nigerian, there's products and trademarks with the name Nigerian. The ethnicity is not trademarked. A product with the name Nigerian is trademarked. Got it? Are we here? We good? Puerto Rican is trademarked based on products and services. The word Puerto Rican. Igbo is trademarked. Everything I'm saying, you can look it up. Italian is trademarked. Every name, every ethnic group, every name from a nationality is trademarked for a product or service. Every single one. Are we there? Are we good? The African, Igbo is trademarked. Yoruba is trademarked for services and products. Are we on the same page? All right. Foundational Black American as it relates to products and services like t-shirts, hats, the products and services are trademarked. The lineage isn't trademarked. Products and services with the name Foundational Black American is trademarked. So if somebody says the lineage is trademarked, that's a dumb bastard lying. Products and services with the name Foundational Black American, that's trademark. We understand that? Are we clear? Does that make sense? All right, we good? It's that simple. Anybody saying anything else is just sitting here lying to your ass and wasting time. All right, I'm pretty sure we have intelligent people here. That makes sense. Products and services are trademarked, and I made sure it was trademarked so that it would be protected, because let me tell you something. The tethers always whine and lie about the trademark for the products and services because they were going to trademark it themselves and I didn't let them get to it. They're mad because they were going to trademark it and just bastardize it and do all types of janky stuff. And they're mad because they didn't get a chance to do it and sabotage it. I protected that damn name so the tethers couldn't make a goosey soup with the name Foundational Black American. You damn right we did that. All right? Now, anybody saying anything else, they're wasting your time and lying to you. Okay? Anybody who's saying anything else, when they start plebiscite babbling, they're just wasting your damn time and just lying to you. All right. And I see there's a lot of lying going on this joint here. People just sit up in rooms lying 24 hours a damn day. And these are the same people who sit up lying in their failed homeland. That's why they have to flee. You know? Yeah, they're mad, family. What they're really mad at, they couldn't scam the name because they tried. There were some people who tried to finesse the name and tried to put it on some bullshit, and we stopped them. All right. We had lawyers and all that stuff. Yeah, there were people who were trying to undermine and take the name Tethers, and we stopped them from doing that. So they're mad because they couldn't trademark and copyright the name themselves and start running a finesse with it. That's what they're mad at. All right. That's why I'm glad my brothers over there with the salon, they trademarked that too. I told them, you make sure that's trademarked because they're going to try to be on that too. You know, we're gatekeeping everything. You damn right we are. Oh, we're making everything Trump type. We're gatekeeping everything. So they sit up here talking about the lineage is trademarked. No, it's not. The trademark office doesn't have the option to trademark a lineage. That's not a product. That's not a service. So don't let nobody sit here plebiscite babbling and lying to you. Okay? Because let me tell you something, these people, when something gets popular, they trademark it and market it, and then they start running finesses. These other outsiders, they love seeing something that we get popular and then they co-opt it. Just like Juneteenth. Juneteenth, there's all types of trademarks that white companies have who own Juneteenth. That's why they had some Juneteenth ice cream, I think at Target or something, and it has some rainbow colors in it. This is what I'm saying. They get our stuff, they trademark it and copyright it, and then start adding bullshit on it. So yeah, we ain't letting people do that. You damn right we're not letting people do that. We ain't letting nobody do that. Yeah, somebody just brought that up. Walmart, it was Walmart, right? I thought it was Target, but it was Walmart. Walmart trademarked Juneteenth, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was Target. My bad, somebody reminded me it was actually Walmart. Yeah. All right. Well, let me get some more people in here. All right, let's get some more folks in here. Shout out to everybody in here. All right, let me see. We got a lot of people in here. All right. Shout out to everybody and thanks for the gifts and the badges and all that stuff. Let me get Miss Kira. Where's Kira? Miss Kira said she wanted to come up. Where you at, Miss Kira? Okay, I'm trying to let you up, Miss Kira. Hold on. Bam, bam, bam. Hopefully that'll work. Miss Kira, hop on, ma'am.
Hello, Brother Tariq.
Hey, Miss Kira, how are you, dear?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am good. What's going on, man?
Well, I would like to just say this. I'm happy that you showed up, right? Because the way that some people have been representing FBA, they're not representing what you're representing.
Okay.
Like when they ask you about the jobs and you say, what jobs? That's what I've been seeing. What jobs are they taking from Black people in America, Black Americans? Right? But they're saying that, Black immigrants are coming here taking our jobs and resources. So I'm happy you squared that away.
Yes.
But I have another question. I think that the FBA on TikTok, they have a very hard time articulating exactly what FBA is, right? Delineate means to describe in detail. You want to be able for people to know in detail what we are, what African Americans, Black Americans are. We are the descendants of America's chattel slaves. They're having a hard time articulating that. Now, one of the main issues I found doing my research is that the reason why we have a hard time getting funding directly to our communities is because the ethnicity African American is labeled as a race, right? It says Black/African American. Well, we know that you can't favor a particular race in America. However, how do the Latinos get all this damn funding? That's what I wanted to know.
You know how they do it? Immigrants. They do it with the immigrant thing. Immigrants.
Also,
yeah.
Listen, they target the ethnicity. Unidos used to be La Raza, right? The Black Panther Party gave them the blueprint for building that organization. Then they switched the name to Unidos US. So now they can get funding targeted directly for the Hispanic community. So we know that the OMB, the Office of Management and Budget, is responsible for those racial categories. And I've suggested, and I hope that you do the same thing, that you suggest our brothers and sisters, hey, let's write UMB and let them know African American is not a race, it's an ethnicity, right? It's not a race. It is not a race. Black is a race. That way they can separate African American from race and it just be an ethnicity. And then we can target funding directly for our communities, not people of color, not just marginalized communities, but specifically for African Americans, the descendants of America's chattel slaves. So this happens at omb.gov, their website. They're always asking, they recently asked the question about the ethnicity, but everybody didn't come to the same consensus. You had FBA, ADOS, B1, and you had some civil rights activists and organizations. So they wouldn't take that off. They wouldn't really change anything. But if we can all get on one accord, all Black people in America, the continental Africans should be saying, hey, my race is not African American. I'm Black, but I'm this person. I'm Nigerian. I'm Somali. And the Afro-Caribbean should be saying, hey, remove that, because why am I forced to check that I'm African American when I'm Jamaican? I'm Black by race, but I'm not an African American. And us African Americans need to do the same thing. Say, hey, we are the only African Americans. We are the descendants of America's chattel slaves. They need to remove African American as a race so funding can be targeted towards our communities. That's the big issue.
Okay, there it is. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Kira. I appreciate you, dear. Oh man. Okay, let's try King Nihi. I think that's your name. King
Hey, what's up,
Nihi.
Tariq?
Hey, brother, how are you?
I'm doing good. I had a quick question. It was about your YouTube video.
Yeah, which one?
So I noticed, when you were talking to, I believe it was like a lady who was like a
Mari,
Native American.
better go and get some fresh stuff. You ready to take a shower? Go and get out the way.
Okay.
Fresh underwear, all that t-shirt,
Hold on. Let
everything.
me
Go
get
and take a shower.
Okay, Imhotep out here dealing with them kids. Okay, bro. Okay, he's getting them kids ready for Sunday school at night. We have nighttime Sunday school. All right, but go ahead, brother.
Oh yeah, but what's it called? You were talking to a Native American woman, and she was basically trying to like. It almost seemed like she was trying to do like a handling move. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you were basically saying like, "Hey, I'm talking to a Black family." You feel me? Of our of FBA
Yeah.
and Jamaicans and stuff, and then she was kind of trying to be like, "No, like you don't know what you're talking about. You this." You're like, how can you say that? And you're not even really a part of the conversation. You feel me? Like,
Right. And from what I understand, this big wide shoulder heifer is in a lot of these spaces just kind of pulling rank. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? What's going on over here on these TikTok spaces? They got this
it's
woman out
like
here
they
talking.
banding together.
Right. I'm
You
trying
know
to
what I mean?
look.
To try to use the same talking points that you talk about. You know what I'm saying on the
Right. Thank you, brother. But
YouTube
yeah, but that
videos,
was my thing. I had a real
be on
problem with that
TikTok.
because
This
if we got some issues with continental Africans and Caribbeans, you know, those I look at them as distant cousins. We're distant cousins, and we can have a conversation because I want to see y'all do good. Let's be very clear. I want y'all to do good. I don't want y'all in the game. Foundation of Black Americans, we've always looked out for Africa and the Caribbean. Like when the guy called earlier asking, are we going to have a problem if Africa was to rise up and do good? Why? Dude, we've been the biggest supporters and the biggest progenitors of movements over there in Africa too, us as foundational Black Americans. Somebody brought up a very good point. Let me tell you something. When they were over there in the Congo, when King Leopold had those troops over there chopping off people's arms and feet and all that stuff, it was a foundational Black American journalist who brought that to the international spotlight and helped get that stopped. That was us doing that, family. Let's be very clear. It was a foundational Black American, Ralph Bunche, who was working with the UN to help write the charters for the independence of a lot of those African nations. We were doing that. Patrice Lumumba, people like that, they came over here and studied over here in Black schools with us. We were embracing some of the brothers and sisters from that. We were on that. We were helping out with the South African apartheid removal. We were very instrumental. Our superstars were stepping up saying, hey, man, we're not going to go over there and play music. We're not going to rock with y'all if y'all going to have that apartheid system. We were stepping up for Africa, always. So when we had the immigration thing popping in the 60s, we used the momentum from our civil rights movement to say, hey, listen, we want everything equal for Black people and everybody else in this country. That includes immigration. We want you to take those quotas off immigration because, contrary to what people believe, they didn't let a lot of African and Caribbean immigrants over here in large numbers before 65. They weren't letting y'all over here in large numbers. We said, hey, y'all can't do that. Y'all gonna have to let some of the African and Caribbean brothers and sisters over here. We're not gonna have no discrimination as far as immigration, none of that stuff. So it was our momentum helping to open up those doors. So this is why a lot of foundational Black Americans, we do have an issue when we put in a lot of work helping people and embracing people. And then you come over and there's this weird disposition towards us because they've delineated from us behind closed doors while they sit up and benefit from a lot of resources that we help generate and help accumulate and help allocate from the dominant society. So a lot of our programs, affirmative action, minority programs, people of color programs that we fought for, they come in and benefit from it. And then when they get some resources, they make sure to hoard them away from us. So yeah, we said, hey, we can't play that kind of game. Yeah. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in here. All right. Let me see. We got a lot of people. Hold on. I thought I had somebody in here already. Hold on. Okay, I thought I had somebody in here. FBA Wolf. Shout out to you, beloved. Let's get. Hold on. Damn it. Hold on. I was going to get somebody up here. Hold on. Because all these names keep flipping around. Hold on. Let me see. All these names are flipping around. Every time I try to push Halo, I'm trying to explain how this thing is moving. All the names keep moving because so many people are trying to come in and it's hard to, I end up pushing somebody else. What's up? Who's this? Hey? Person named Hey, hop on, Hey. Okay, Hey, whoever you are, hey, you want to hop on in? Or did you hit the button by mistake? Okay. This is a person who might have hit the button by mistake. I don't know. Where we at? Okay, hold on, guys. Let me just try to look in the queue and try to get some folks up. Okay, damn, there's so many people in here, man. I'm trying. Okay, let's try Norin Rad. Let's try that person. I'm just picking random people at the end. I'm just picking whoever I can push the button for. Norin, what's up, Norin? Well, hold on. I didn't hit the person. Hold on. Damn. Okay, what's your name, brother? Jack?
Oh my. You can hear me?
I can hear you, Jack. How are you, brother?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, Jack. What's going on with you, brother?
Man, I was just scrolling and I saw you. I had to join.
Yes, sir. What's going on with you, man?
Shit. I'm about to go fishing.
Okay. Well, what city you in, Jack?
What city?
Yeah.
The people might get me if I say my city.
Okay, well, don't say the city. You're telling me you're going fishing, so I'm like, shit, okay. I don't know
People
where you
might
at.
try to get me.
Okay, well. So what's on your mind, Jack?
Oh, what's on my mind right now?
Yeah.
Man,
Okay, Jack, thank you. When you get it together, brother, this ain't like it's not a sex chat. You just don't call up to shoot the breeze. Okay, we don't do that, brother. Okay, this is not like a little dating site. I don't know what you're trying to do, brother. Yeah, y'all call up here, kind of have your thoughts together. Because yeah, you sound like he sound like he's trying to get a date. I don't know what you're trying to do, brother. Hey, y'all, what you wearing right now? I don't know what the you want, man. Don't call up, but you have an agenda. Damn, just have an agenda when you call up. Respect. Hey, what's up, hey? Yo, hey.
Hello.
Okay, are you all right, brother? Did you just fall down a flight of stairs? You all right?
Suck my dick, son of a bitch. Set your mother on fire, bitch.
Okay, he slipped on some KY jelly. Okay, oh, he's a queen. Okay, I hope you're all right, brother. Okay, I hope you're all right. There was some leftover KY jelly on the ground that dripped out of his Bucci cat, and he tripped up. Okay, well, you better put a Band-Aid on them knees, because it sound like you scrape your knees, and you're going to need them later. Let's get some more people in here, because we do have a lot of people in here. Let's get Birdie, because he's going to be on them knees later, so you better put a Band-Aid on. Them knees are going to be useful. They're going to come in useful later. What's up, Birdie?
What's going on, my man?
What's going on? I'm good, Birdie. What's happening? You're Jamaican, right?
Yes, Jamaican,
What's
Jamaican
going on?
born.
What's going on with you?
I was just trying to ask, and actually I got another statement.
Mm-hmm.
FBA brothers have really set a bad standard for what a FBA is, because when I first came on TikTok, it was the first time I ever heard of the term FBA, and a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people really don't know what FBA is, but they claim to be FBA. If you talk to 10 FBA members, they have 10 different, meanings of the acronym. They have
What's a
12
member?
different.
What's a member? How do you become a member of FBA?
They claim it. They're claiming it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But when you
You don't know
speak to
how do
them,
you
they say, I'm FBA.
how do you,
I don't know. I mean,
but you said
I guess
it.
you're born that way, right? No,
Right.
I'm talking about when you get on the panels, you talk to people who say they're FBA. I don't know how you guys go through the membership. So you're saying you got to be born in America as a black man in America. You're born here and you're automatically FBA, correct?
No, you have to come from a lineage that's non-immigrant.
Okay. But is that even possible in America?
Yeah, I have 0 immigrants in my family. Nobody in my family immigrated here.
So from the beginning of your family time period, no one ever came from the Caribbean, came from Africa, came from Europe. Nobody. Everybody was just born here.
Nobody went through an immigration process. Nobody.
Okay,
Does that
gotcha.
make sense?
So you think there's 43 million Black Americans that didn't have no immigration lineage?
Yep.
You said you
Yep.
43
43
million?
million.
Ain't
Mm-hmm.
I think that's impossible, and I
Really?
think
How
that's
so?
the rhetoric that's going on.
How is that
That's
impossible?
impossible, bro. Do you know that during the transatlantic slave that people went back and forth from the Americas to the Caribbeans, excuse me, from the United States of America to the Caribbeans,
During
and
the
back and
trans
forth and back and forth? Yeah,
during
the
the
transatlantic
transatlantic
slave
sla-
trade. Yes,
during the
yes.
transatlantic slave trade, that was the process of the ethnogenesis. Okay? That was the process of the ethnogenesis. Yeah, people were coming from different places. People were here. People were coming from all that. But the
Yes.
people who ended up here before America was formed, the United States was formed, the people who were here and did immigrate, that's what a foundational Black American is.
So that
It's,
right
it's
there answer
simple.
my
It's
question.
simple.
It's impossible. It's impossible to say it's 43 million of them here, because if there's
That's not
only
impossible.
45 million Black people in America, allegedly, you're telling me 43 million of them have no outside foreign lineage? That makes no sense, and I think that's
Some might.
disingenuous.
No.
But
Hold on. No. Some might, because people intermarry. People intermarry. Some might. But those 43 million are going to, somebody's going to have a direct lineage to the beginning of this country where nobody immigrated. At least one.
what?
You'll have some mixed people.
Okay.
Just
Well,
like Jamaicans. So listen, like a Jamaican.
mm-hmm.
You're Jamaican. Yeah, and like
Yes,
you
sir.
said, people went back
Born
and
there.
forth. They went back and
Yes,
forth
sir.
from here to Jamaica. In
Yes,
fact,
sir.
Jamaica was a slave breaking colony. They would send
Right.
people over there to get
Exactly.
punished. From
Yes,
here,
sir.
right.
Right.
And the thing
Yes.
is, if they stayed over there, they became ethnically Jamaican. All right. They
Okay.
became ethnically Jamaican. They were amalgamated into Jamaican society, culture,
Yes, sir.
nationality, and ethnicity, which is
Yes,
fine. That's
sir.
right. Same thing with us over here.
But that's my point. That's the point I'm
Right.
making. So
Right.
there's a lot of people that came from Jamaica to the United States during the slave, that was amalgamated into what you consider to be a FBA foundation, and that's impossible to say there's 43 million of you
It's not
guys.
impossible. Okay.
It's
The
impossible. The
43
numbers don't
million.
add up, brother.
43 million are not immigrants, and also immigration didn't start in a major wave until the 60s with Black and Caribbeans. In a major wave that didn't start till the 60s.
All right. All right. I
All
don't
right.
want to pull feathers out of a duck's
Okay.
ass.
There you go.
Let's talk turkey, right?
Yes.
Listen, what I'm saying is that you are considered the leader of,
No,
that's what
I'm
people
not.
consider you.
No,
I
I'm
know
not.
you don't consider that, but a
And
lot of
nobody else
people,
does. Nobody else does.
um, brother, I'm telling you what I
Nobody has
heard.
said. Not one person has said Tariq Nasheed is my leader, because I'm not.
I
Not one
promise
person.
you,
You've
a
never
lot of
heard
people
nobody
do.
say that, sir. No,
Brother,
nobody. You have
brother,
never heard anybody say Tariq Nasheed is my leader. Nobody has said that. Nor have I said I'm anybody's leader. No, how?
brother, I
How?
never said you said that. I was just about to say, I don't think you think that. I don't think
I'm
you
not.
think that you, I know that. Listen, now, I'm not trying to argue with you, bro. I'm trying to
We're
have a
not arguing.
conversation with
We're not arguing.
you. Yeah.
There's no
But
argument to
what
be
I'm saying
made.
is that You don't think that, but there's a lot of people that look at you in that term, right? I'm
No,
just
they
telling you that.
don't.
This is what
They don't.
I'm
They
I'm
don't.
telling you, brother. They do. Anyway, you can be humble if you want to be,
I am.
but
I
I'm
am.
telling you,
But I'm
people
just
think
not.
that.
You can't be the
I
leader of a
respect
lineage.
your humility. I
Right.
respect your. No, it's a movement. They said FBA is a movement of delineation from every other black people, pretty
It's a
much. They never
lineage.
mentioned what's that.
FBA is a lineage.
Okay, but that's what they said. They are saying that it is a movement. What they're doing is
Well,
delineating from everybody.
delineation is a movement. But FBA,
That's
Foundation
what I'm
Black American, is a
saying.
lineage.
Come on, we gonna talk, or you gonna try to deflect from everything I say, brother? I really didn't come up here to argue with you. I was trying to, clear it up so everybody could get a better understanding of
I've
what's
not
going on.
deflected
That's
from
all I
one.
was
I'm
trying to do.
addressing you, sir. I've not deflected from anything you're saying, sir. I'm addressing everything you're saying directly. I'm directly addressing. I haven't changed the subject. I'm addressing you. You said something that's incorrect, and I have to correct you because you're putting it on me. I
My
know what I
brother,
said.
listen.
I don't know. I know what I
I
think, and I know
know.
what I am.
I
Right?
know you don't think you are the leader of the FBA movement, but
Three
many
T.
people see you, right? Outside folks see you as that. What I'm
No, they
trying to
don't.
explain to you is,
That's not true, though.
oh my goodness, bro.
What you're saying isn't true. We can't move on if you're going to say something that's false.
All right, let's leave that. Let's put that. Let's
If
put
you're going
that
to say
down.
something
Let's
false, we
table
can't.
that.
No, because nobody thinks that. I'm not the leader of anybody, and nobody
I'm
has
not
said I am.
saying that you. I'm not saying you are. I'm telling you, people see you that way, my brother. That's
No,
why
they
you got
don't.
900 people. You see the young man
People
who was on a
lie.
dating show a second
No, no,
ago.
no.
Listen.
People, listen. The only
Wow.
people who say that are
Wow.
non-FBAs because they're lying and trying to redefine our lineage. The only people who tell that, because that's a lie. And the only people who tell that lie are people who ain't even from the lineage because they're trying to redefine our lineage as a group with a leader. That's why the argument is in bad faith, sir. You see?
It's not an argument. I'm telling you what I've heard. I'm telling you
From
what I've
your people,
witnessed.
your
I'm
people
telling
say
you,
that.
not my people. No, no. Who's
Yeah,
my
no,
people?
no, your
Jamaicans?
people say that, sir. Now, if
You're
your
talking about
people are
Jamaicans?
lying, you need to talk to
Or
your
you talking
people
about
and ask why they're
Jamaicans?
lying.
See, and when by you using that terminology, your people, and this is what I wanted to get down to the
No,
bottom of is this, Tariq,
slow down,
right? If
slow
if you're
down.
if you're driving down the street, right, in a car, yes or no? I'm just giving you an analogy. You're driving down the street in a car, and police pull you over, and
Let me slow you down. Just
he
slow
doesn't
down.
see an FBA.
Oh
He
Lord,
see a black man.
sir, our lineage is not contingent upon what a white person thinks.
Oh God, these guys.
Our
I see
lineage
why
is
they
not
do it.
contingent upon what a white person thinks or
I
how a
see
white
why.
person pulls us over. Because if we're gonna be honest, when I've seen Caribbeans get pulled over and they make sure to talk with that accent to let the cops know that they're not FBA.
I beg to differ.
I know I've
I
seen it.
beg to differ.
We put up videos of it, sir. They let people know, hey, we're not one of them. Hey, Bumba Clyde. Yeah, they let them know, hey, if you're gonna shoot somebody, don't shoot me. All right.
Tariq, you got to be more genuine, this brother. You have a lot of people following you, bro. You
I
got to start
do.
telling them the truth and try to help these young
I
men
am
and
telling
women
them, but sir,
understand who they are.
but you can't tell untruths and say because your community.
Feel something more significant.
Slow down, sir. Your community sits up here lying, talking about I'm the leader, so that they can try to frame our lineage as a group. Your community does that, sir. So you have to talk to them and ask them to stop lying because that's a lie, and
They're
it's a
not
deliberate
lying to
lie.
you, bro. And I'm telling you, 1,000 people are watching you literally melt right now, bro. I'm telling you because
Melt,
I'm talking to you, and you
melt.
turning it into something completely.
I'm calm as a cucumber right now, sir. The fourth T. Here's the fourth T. Family in the room. Am I melting? I'm calm as. I'm not even raising my voice. I'm sitting back chilling with my feet up. I'm not melting, sir. I'm talking to you calm. I'm not even yelling at you, sir. You're not even being honest about that. You're talking about I'm melting, sir. I'm calm as a cucumber.
Can I speak, my brother?
But yeah, I don't want you to tell untruths, sir. I just want you to bring
I'm
because
not
you sound like
telling
you're an
untruth.
intelligent brother, and I'm talking to you calm. I'm not melting, sir. Don't do
You're
that.
intelligent, and I know you're intelligent. So that's what I'm saying. We should be having a conversation so I can
Which we
put
are,
pointers
but it
towards you.
has to
What?
be based on facts, okay, and not
All right.
projection. Okay. And last
All right.
question. Go ahead, Bertie. Last question.
It's not a question. I'm gonna make a statement.
Got
I
it.
would like for you to try to help these young FBA men and women understand that they have a bigger purpose than to separate themselves from blackness and then to be xenophobic as they are. On TikTok, they're very xenophobic. They're very hateful towards other black.
You're not going to do that, Bertie.
I'm
Jamaicans,
telling you, brother.
Bertie, Your
It's not about
community,
Jamaicans, sir.
Birdie, Jamaicans have such a nasty disposition towards us when they get over here.
Really?
Yes, sir. In New York, Jamaicans have this disposition. We're lazy
I was
Yanks.
raised in Brooklyn. I was raised in Brooklyn,
And
sir.
that's the headquarters of it. That's the headquarters of it. Boy, we all types of lazy Yanks and good for nothing. We're all types of derogatory terms from Jamaican immigrants. So you stay away from those lazy Yanks. Your parents tell you all that stuff. Don't do that, brother. We know what they say. We know what your community does. And not
What do
all
your
of them. Many
community
of them are
say?
cool. I love Jamaicans. I go to New York
I
all the
know. I know.
time.
Everybody love us.
Yes,
Everybody love
indeed.
us, brother, across the
Yes,
world.
indeed. And
Everybody.
I go to Jamaica all the time. I got riders out there in Jamaica, by the way.
All
But
right.
let's
Yes,
not
we
act
do.
like you ain't got some people coming from Jamaica who be on the bullshit as far as us and bring a lot of
And
vitriol towards
Americans
us.
are not on the bullshit. A lot of
No,
Americans
we
ain't
don't
on the
go to
bullshit.
we don't go to Jamaica with it. We don't go over there. We go over there showing love. We don't do that. We go over there showing love. We show love here. We don't undermine you guys.
Tethers. What's the word tether mean to you, my
That's a
brother?
person who undermines us, and they're a funky tether when they do it.
So
Yep,
you promote that word tether.
all day. If you undermine us, you a musty
Okay,
tether.
so now I understand and I know that you are the leader of this group of
No, I'm not.
uneducated Google
Okay, now you're
scholars
gonna,
who
sir,
are
lying.
useless. No, this is
He's
true.
tapping out, tapping out, tapping out. He's tapping out. Fourth T,
Everybody on this panel is saying that you are.
fourth T, tapping out. Thank you, sir. All right, he's tapping out. Four T's. I tell you, they do the four T's. I told you about the four T's. He did all four. Yeah, you're lying. You're the only people who say I'm the leader are tethers because they have a problem with us delineating. So they try to reframe our lineage as some damn group with a leader. The only people who say that are tethers, lying tethers. Nobody said I'm their leader. You cannot be the leader of a lineage. Somebody explain the four T's. I've been breaking that down. We see a lot of that in these spaces. Is people doing the four T's. They come in here doing the 4T tactic. All right, I broke that down earlier. The first T, I break it down again, is tiptoe. They'll come in tiptoeing, acting like they're polite, like they have a false sense of curiosity. Hello, brother, Bumbaclada. I'm just trying to understand your members. Why do your members say this? Okay, then they make a statement framed as a bad faith question. That's the first T. Then they twist it. We start saying, well, okay, but what does FBA mean? Okay, well, Foundational Black American means people who are not immigrants. But during the transatlantic slave trade, the people are going back and forth. Okay, they're trying to twist logic now. They're trying to twist. The third T is trolling. They start asking a bunch of bad faith questions back to back to back. Uh-oh. They're just asking bad faith questions over and over again. And the fourth T, they start tapping out and just start blatantly lying and crashing out. Well, you are the leader, you are the leader. Okay, there you go. All right, thank you. These people are like clockwork, man. They're like clockwork. They go right to trolling to tapping out. That's why when he was doing the third T, I said, oh, the crash out is the tap out is about to come. He's about to start tapping out. And then they do the same thing. They come in with the bad faith questions. These people are so predictable. They're very predictable. Yeah, I got 1,000 people in here. Shout out, well, over 1,000. I got the most lit spaces in here already, and I ain't been in here for a few days. I got the most lit spaces in here. Shout out to everybody. Respect.
I can dig it. I'm on my way.
Where you going, Rootwork Jones?
There's some musty suckers on the streets. I got to go handle that. I got to split, baby. Can you dig it?
When you need to clean the stank off the streets, you don't call your mama. You call Rootwork Jones. Rootwork Jones is a stone-cold dude that keeps the stanky suckers shaking in their boots.
Listen up, chumps. I'm looking for Dolomus. Can you dig it?
Rootwork Jones is getting down to the nitty-gritty, taking on the mustiest sucker in the city.
Dolomust is my name, and staying good and musty is my game. Where is Rootwork Jones?
This is a super soul brother getting rid of the stank. And you can for sure take that to the bank.
Take that, you musty jive turkeys.
When Rootwork Jones is not dealing with drama, he finds time to deal with foxy mamas.
Why don't you come on over here and give me some of that root work, sugar?
Rootwork Jones. He's bold. He's bad. and he's keeping the suckers musty mad. Rootwork Jones coming to a theater near you. Go to rootworkstyle.com.